Hi guys, couldn't tell if it was on or not. It's time for our lunch break musings for Monday, August 11th, 2025. I wanted to read on the fact that Dumpy Pants has decided to call in the National Guard to police the streets of DC for their rise in crime, despite the fact that crime rates have dropped over 35% in the past couple of years. Go figure that one out, right? So we started out with the Two of Swords. And so this is Dumpy Pants trying to come across as being very strong and taking action, and he's making decisions based on his childish behaviors and emotions as opposed to using his brain and utilizing the people around him that are supposed to have brains, which I'm seriously starting to doubt at this stage of the game. From there, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, she's the Queen of Pentacles is someone who has created for herself a life of pleasure and beauty, and it's basically it's up to us to keep it. And right now, we're not doing so hot. So it's time that people start doing something about it. Whether if that's signing a petition, filling out an online form, making a phone call, showing up for a protest or a march, you do what you are capable of doing. We all have different abilities of what we can do. Like, I can't go march anymore because I can't walk more than 20 feet without having to sit down because my back just goes completely out. But there are other people younger and stronger than me who are able to march, get out on the streets and march. But there are things that I can do, making these videos, signing petitions, making phone calls. 5calls.org, that's a great resource. You can reach out and call them, and they will give you 5 numbers to call every day to voice your opinion on everything, regardless if your legislative leaders are blue or red or purple. It doesn't really matter. They need to hear from you. If nothing else, if you're not good at talking on the phone, send postcards. Send a letter. Sometimes that can be more effective than anything else because then they've got physical proof in their face, right? All right, following up that with the Six of Cups. Now, Cups, of course, is emotion, so there's more emotion going on. A lot of us are feeling very nostalgic for a kinder world. People my age and older, while we kind of grew up in a time of marches and protest, everything from civil rights to Vietnam to women's rights to equal rights to gay rights to Black Lives Matter rights, and every single one of those is important. But a lot of us are also feeling very nostalgic about the way things were maybe when we were children, and everything seemed to be calmer and kinder with one another. And so again, this is something that if you want a kinder world, then you need to perform acts of kindness. If you want a caring world, then you need to step up and be caring. It's real important right now to realize that what we put out is what we're going to get back. When you protest or you march, you're putting out there first of all, you're doing your number one right, the right of free speech, um, and to let your government know that no, this behavior is not acceptable. These rules are not acceptable. This is not us, and you need to change it. And if they're not going to change it, then we will. So from there, we go to the we go to the Four of Wands. I got my cards mixed up. All right, so we're talking about celebrating achievements of the past. We need to celebrate and put out there every little win that we get. Because legally, if you look at the scoreboard right now, the progressive side is winning. We're winning the majority of the court battles. We're winning a majority of the decisions to be made. They're all little things, but all of those little things add up. So it's just a matter of following through on them. And then from there we go to the Knight of Pentacles. So that's kind of reminding us that in the course of all of this, in the midst of all of this uproar, all of this craziness that we're in, it's also, I think the Knight of Pentacles has come up several times in the past couple of weeks. It's time to refresh ourselves. We have to ground. If you go out on a march or a protest today, then take the next day and ground yourself, refresh yourself, spend time with your family, spend time with friends, anything to kind of rejuvenate you and recharge your batteries so that the day after that, you're ready to get up and go again. And that's going to be very important for us. All right, and then the last card we drew, the Ace of Wands. All right, the Ace of Wands were, this is ideas, projects, career opportunities, things like that we have actually maybe have it cooking on the burner right now. We need to take advantage of that. Maybe you're being offered a new job out of the country. Go for it. It's bound to be better than what's going on here right now, right? But at the same time, you still have to be aware of what's happening here so that you can still contribute to doing what's necessary to be done. So we need to take advantage of all the little things that come our way that allow us to be able to take advantage of opportunities that open up to us. And so, that goes down. That's very positive. That's a very positive step to reach forward. I think that what Dumpy Pants has done from reading this, by turning our own military against us, I think he has made a fatal error. I really do. Are you mad about it? I know I am. I'm trying real hard to be coherent and cohesive when what I really want to do is yell and scream and be violent, but I'm not a violent person. I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in violence. So those are just a few of the things that I see us dealing with kind of today. Is the last several moves that Dumpy Pants has made has really been to overstep the boundaries. And he's not gaining support doing this. Quite the opposite. He's losing support over doing this. People are pissed. Even people who voted for him, who were big supporters of MAGA, they're not happy right now. They're almost as upset and pissed off about all of this as we progressives are. So just be mindful of what's going on around you. Stay away from the conspiracy theories. All they do is make you crazy, and you go down a rabbit hole, and the next thing you know, you're spouting the same crazy ass shit that they do. What good does that do you? Stick with the facts. Stick with what we know. And be willing to stand up for it. That's what's important. It's standing up for what we know is factual and true. That's going to help us get out of all of this. All right, I'm going to finish my lunch now. Y'all have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.